Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, let me introduce myself. My name is Novia Mita Safitri. I'm from grade 4. So, in here I will explain about material of the planets. Well, if the Earth we live in is included in the category of planets. Planets are celestial bodies that cannot reflect light because they are not stars. However, planets can reflect light from the star they receive. Do you know what the planets in our solar system are? Yup, the planets are divided into two parts, namely the inner planets and the outer planets. The inner planets are the planets whose orbits are close to the Sun, namely Mercury, Venus, Earth, and Mars. Meanwhile, the outer planets are planets whose orbits are far from the Sun, namely Jupiter, Saturnus, Uranus, and Neptune. According to the International Astronomical Union 2006, a celestial body can be said to be a planet if it meets the following requirements. Number 1, must orbit a star within our solar system in the Sun. Number 2, must be large enough to have gravitational force to stay on track. And the last, it must be large enough for gravity to pass away other objects in its path. What do you think the planet is like? So, I will explain of each planet in our solar system accompanied by its characteristic. Okay, the first planet we will discuss is Mercury. This planet is located close to the Sun and is among the smallest of the planets. The size is not far from our Moon. Because it is close to the Sun, what is the temperature on this planet like? Very hot. Mercury orbits the Sun every 88 Earth days. Wow, that's a long time. And it turns out that one day on Mercury is equal to 59 Earth days. Here, let me just give you the characteristic of the planet Mercury. First, the smallest and closest planet to the Sun, 18 times as large as Earth. And 2, the atmosphere is very thin and is classified as the exosphere by scientists. And 3, has a temperature of 426.7 degrees Celsius on the part facing the Sun and minus 173 degrees Celsius on the part that faces the Sun. And 4, planets are gray and consist of 70% metal and 30% silicate. Okay, the next planet is Venus. Have you ever heard of morning stars? It is one of the nicknames of the planet Venus. Usually seen from Earth in the afternoon, looks like a star, but now twinkling. However, the atmosphere of the planet Venus is toxic, filled with carbon dioxide and shrouded in thick yellow clouds containing sulfur acid. These clouds trap heat in them. This is what causes the excess greenhouse effect. That is why even though Mercury is the closest planet to the Sun, Venus has the hottest temperature among the other planets. The characteristics of the planet Venus are as follows. First, dubbed as morning star, evening star, and morning star. The second planet in the solar system after Mercury, and the hottest planet in the solar system with a temperature of 465 degrees Celsius. The direction of its rotation is different from that of other planets, or opposite, and it is more than 67 million miles from the Sun. Yellowish-white planet, and it has a thick atmosphere and consists mostly of sulfur acid and carbon dioxide. One day on Venus is equal to 243 days on Earth. This is because the rotation of Venus is rotating and reverse from the other planets. So, the sunrise of Venus not in the east, but from the west while setting in the east. The third planet of the solar system is Earth, yep, where we live, and is the only planet in the solar system that hosts living things. The following are the characteristics of planet Earth. First, the atmosphere consists of nitrogen, oxygen, and carbon dioxide. And Earth's atmosphere is protected from meteorites. It has hospitable conditions for living things and is the only planet in the solar system that hosts living things. Its surface consists of 70% water and 30% land. And it has one satellite, the Moon. Day on Earth is about 24 hours, and a year on Earth is about 365 days. Earth has no rings. Dubbed the red planet, Mars is the fourth planet in the solar system. Mars has a very thin, cold, dusty desert or desert atmosphere. The planet Mars is also famous for its large volcanoes and deep valleys. In fact, this planet is the most frequent windstorm compared to other planets. Here are the characteristics of the planet Mars. First, it is known as the red planet. 2. Has a reddish surface because it comes from iron oxide. And the composition of the atmosphere includes carbon dioxide, nitrogen, argon, oxygen, and water vapor. And next, the distance between Mars and the Sun is about 142 million miles. The planet Mars has two satellites, namely Phobos and Deimos. Mars has no rings. Jupiter is one of the outer planets of the Sun and the largest in our solar system. If you compare Earth with Jupiter, for example, the Earth is the size of a grape, then Jupiter will be the size of a basketball. Jupiter is a cold planet and its clouds are made up of ammonia and water. Here are the characteristics of the planet Jupiter. The largest planet in the solar system, and the surface color looks lighter with a combination of orange and white. This is caused by a large storm swirling in its atmosphere. Its atmosphere consists of hydrogen, helium, methane, ammonia, and water ice. And the diameter of the planet is about 14,890 kilometers. The distance from the Sun is 484 million miles. Has the most satellites, namely 75 satellites. This one planet is the most unique, although not the only planet that has rings. Saturn's rings are the most beautiful. This ring is an ice floe that floats and orbits the planet Saturn in a thin band of 1 mil thick. The characteristics of the planet Saturn include the following. First, has rings orbiting its planets. The surface is pale yellow, and it's 1.4 billion kilometers away from the Sun. And it has 82 satellites. Uranus was the first planet discovered using a telescope. Although this planet is 7th in the solar system, Uranus is the coldest planet among the planets. This planet is 4 times the size of Earth. The following are the characteristics of the planet Uranus. First, the planet with the lowest temperature, which is minus 224 degrees Celsius, and it has 27 satellites. The diameter of the planet is 50,024 kilometers, and light blue in color, and has a vertical dim ring. It rotates on an axis parallel to its orbit, and its atmosphere is composed of methane, a solid core of frozen methane. And Uranus is 1.8 billion miles away from the Sun. Uranus takes 17 Earth hours to rotate it on an axis, and takes 84 Earth. And the last, the planet Neptune is the furthest from the Sun. The characteristics of the planet Neptune include: the distance of the planet from the Sun is 4.5 billion kilometers. A day on Neptune is 16 Earth hours, and a year on Neptune is equal to 165 Earth years, and its surface temperature is minus 217 degrees Celsius. Blue, the diameter of the planet is 49,530 kilometers. It has 8 satellites, including Triton, Proteus, Nereid, and Larissa.